Oh, they weren't Russian mafia. They were Russian spies. Because Russia is an oligarchy. And the main goal of their spies now is not to tear down the government, but instead commit financial crimes so they can, you know, send the money back to Russia, obviously. Um, mhm. No, I worked with one at that tiny timeshare. And I asked him, like, what brought you here? Right. Not, yeah, he said he defected. Right. I don't know. He was like a fucking, he said he defected in the 60s. He was an older man. And, mhm, maybe the 70s, 60s or 70s defected, blah, blah, blah. But no, I mean, what brought you here to fucking this place? Right. Tennessee. Oh. How'd you find this job, man? What made you like? I'm just right. Um, so the Russian spy was working construction fraud and worked only on new projects and worked right on new resort builds, not new resort builds. Insurance fraud. He worked with an insurance adjuster to get hired on as an expert for right insurance rebuilds. Right after the fire, he came here to rebuild. Hmm. And that was he. Right, right, absolutely. They're saying Russian mafia, but it's yeah, whatever. Same. Um, they're all white collar criminals. They're not like again, no hands. And right. So then I noticed, like, when I was up there and they were, because I've been around construction my whole life, um, they were doing things that were so fucked up. Like these extremely acute angles in the rooms. Like, a fucking, like, right, what the point is this? You know? And yeah, extreme angles in rooms, offset shit, yeah, for fucking future scamming, all the furniture, yeah, like everything was like double or quadruple what it should cost. Um yeah, retail, because I looked at the fucking invoice and I could do better at this fucking retail. You know, like what they paid for the furniture. Because I was like looking at it, because it's my job to file the fucking shit, and just looking at it, it's like I could do better. Honest to God, I could do better on furniture if I went to the furniture store that I used to work at, and just paid flat retail for it than what they paid for this, and it's trash. It was awful, awful furniture. The building was not plum. And it was like guests would never see the difference between a first floor room and a fourth floor room. But like if you work there, you would see a first floor room and a fourth floor room, and it was extremely obvious that the building was really super out of plumb. Yeah, because like on the first floor, the furniture in the master bedroom, way too small. The fucking whoever signed off on that fucking building plan, piece of shit. You're a piece of shit. Whoever signed off that fucking building plan, you're a goddamn piece of shit. And I mean, come on. And right, but in the first floor of the master suite, there's like this much room, you know, between the fucking right closet door and the nightstand, and then upstairs there's like 6 inches, It's like that's a big, this yeah, right, and just stuff like that. Yeah, every part of that build was a complete and total fucking scam. And then talking to the guy, right, somewhat friendly, somewhat friendly. Why not? I'm at work. And yeah, his wife was a fucking, yeah, right, had a master's in nursing, but now she works for a private company where they just dispatch nurses for emergency situations. I said, oh, do they? Oh, and your kid's autistic. Huh. Well, that's a fucking trifecta of goddamn bullshit right there, right? So, no, he got arrested. No, he did get arrested for being a fucking spy. And, right? Espionage. That's, yeah, espionage. And, right. You know, but they weren't stealing government secrets. They were, you know, financial crimes. Just financial crimes after financial crimes. And then, yeah, same thing that the fucking ISIS is doing, the financial crimes. Because all of the, yeah, right. It's all just financial crimes. It's the construction crimes. They, finding, no bid construction jobs. Right. The furniture is always a scam. When they buy the furniture, that's always a goddamn scam. It's, super, chintzy and cheap, but fucking overpriced as hell. Right, from their, direct source, their direct source manufacturers that give us a good deal. And, it's like, I've sold furniture. This ain't no goddamn good deal. Right. And also, this fucking, it's cheap. It's cheap in right. Because you're talking about, when I, found that lease agreement on the land. I found it in 2020 in my desk drawer. And the fucking desk drawer had, it was so heavy and big. It was like this big giant ass binder. Right, non-revocable lease. And 99-year non-revocable lease. And I found it in the desk drawer, and the fucking thing was so heavy and thick, the lease agreement. Right, it broke out the bottom of the desk drawer, and I was like, this fucking furniture in this goddamn office is so goddamn fucking cheap and ugly. It's an embarrassment. It's a goddamn embarrassment. An embarrassment to have as a front desk. Right? Seriously? It's your fucking expert? No. Right. No, he hired some fucking, one of those fucking Russian girl twats to, they always like to put it on their, to build their resume, a resume builder. Everything becomes a resume builder for them. So they, right. They get these jobs that they are not good at. This whole fucking construction crew, not one goddamn fucking tape measure, not a one. Nobody got a tape measure? Guess not. Guess not. We don't need those here. Right? How the whole fucking thing went. Whole fucking thing went like that. And it was all terrible. It was just as bad as the furniture. Just as bad as the furniture that you put in the fucking, in the motel. Awful. Awful shit. Awful. Awful, awful furniture. Yeah, really chintzy, awful furniture. Yeah, so, I know the Russians have been here. Because this furniture is shit. Absolutely fucking shit. Yeah, so, yeah, it was all that. All that. And I keep saying it, and there's like, oh, Heather, you're just crazy. You're being crazy. I'm not being fucking crazy. I can see what the goddamn fuck you're doing. It's plainly obvious what you're doing. Right? That goddamn asphalt guy put asphalt in a fucking room. One of those rooms over there got asphalt on the floor. I ain't joking. Why's that? How'd that happen? For what reason? What good cause? For what good cause does one of the rooms have asphalt in it as the floor? Seriously. That level of scamminess and bullshit, and then it's set up for future scams. What's my anchor? That way I'll always be your asphalt guy, because this is my room now, because I put asphalt in a fucking room? Come on. Come the goddamn motherfucker on. And then nothing. Nothing. Right, you can get court orders, you can go to court, you can do whatever the goddamn fuck. But if the authorities don't enforce court orders, what the fuck are you supposed to do about it? Seriously.